Welcome to the Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. The only show dedicated to helping parents maximize their kids' experiences and for kids to reap the fun. Here are your hosts, the Bodacious family, Adam, Anthony, and Zachary.
Welcome. Ready, player one.
What's up?
First, this is the Bodaciously
Awesome
family.
I beat you in more games.
I'm sorry, what?
I beat you in more games.
Unbelievable. You would not beat me in more games.
Really? Now what happened in Super Smash Bros?
Okay, so I am your host.
I killed you?
I'm your host, Adam.
I am your host, Zacho.
And we are the British family. Mom has the night off. Anthony will be here in a little bit. He's like resting his vocal cords or something.
Uh-huh.
But, so, Zachary, as everyone may know, you can find us everywhere you can find podcasts, so Spotify and iTunes.
You don't have to name them. Just say period.
Period. You can find us there.
Period.
And for housekeeping, we're today, Zachary, because we try to travel this vast world of ours. Mm-hmm. We try to do things here and far to wherever our listeners are. We are doing things where they are. So where have we traveled to today?
Sarasota, Florida.
That's right. We are in Sarasota, Florida. Officially, we are at Lido Beach. We are on St. Armand's Circle.
No, it's called traffic.
And we are stuck in traffic. Holy cow. Side note to parents getting out to Lido Beach, if that's what you're doing, or St. Armand's. Like a gabillion cars. It was like apocalyptic trying to get out there. But that is not because you know what? The focus of our podcast is not traffic, because that would be very boring.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, so that is not the focus.
I have some ideas. This crossing guard, and it took 25 minutes to do like a mile. It did.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was horrible.
But Zachary, instead, we are talking about an arcade.
Monster.
So, what was the name of the arcade?
I think we just said it.
I think you did.
Monsters.
Arcade Monsters. Nicely done. That is a high five.
I know, I'm not.
All right. So, growing up in the 80s, there was arcades all over the place. There were arcades in strip malls. There was arcade in the malls. And, like, I used to work in a movie theater, and above it there was an arcade. So, I had been to a lot of arcades, and they're making kind of a comeback.
Yeah, they're so fun. I love arcades. The first floor was like I love the first floor. First floor was me. Second floor, it was fun, but not as fun because it was like what you were doing in 1980s. That's all 1980s stuff. There's the old Pac-Man machines, like the arcade things, and then on the bottom floor, there's what I play. There's Mario Kart, there's Super Smash Bros, basketball, boxing, thingamajig.
The thingamajig was good.
Yeah, the thingamajig was very fun.
All right, we back up here for a second. Because, yeah, you were describing the arcade monsters there, and it was all those things. But, yeah, so, like, now as arcades are making this comeback, we've done an episode even before on the Asheville Pinball Museum.
Oh, that was just pinball, though.
It was mostly pinball. They had some games, but not many. But what we're seeing now pop up a lot of places are these arcades or pinball museums or pinball emporiums that have like an entrance fee, and then all the games inside are like all you can play, right? Mm-hmm. So Arcade Monsters is $20, all you can play.
We played very well.
We played a lot for $20.
We played 4 to 5 hours of $60.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And then this place even had a special where if you mentioned it, you got free lunch too, because there's a bar and grill too. So we got lunch and all
the chicken strips are like 7 pounds.
It was a legitimate like pound and a half of chicken strips, but that's not what we're talking about. But it was a phenomenal amount of chicken strips. All right, so this particular location, Arcade Monsters, they have like 3 or 4 locations. By the way, they have not paid us to say any of this. This is all on the cuff.
That's mean. We should have gotten free tickets or something.
Maybe they'll hear this and want us back.
Exactly.
Arcade Monsters.
I'll go back. I don't want to play. I don't want to beat Anthony in Mario Kart again like that. I beat
Did that bore you after a while?
Yeah, I only beat him 5 times.
Which is slightly less times than you beat me in Papa Shop basketball.
You beat me once. I beat you 8 other times.
That's about accurate. Even there's a hyperbole there. And
then I beat you in Super Smash.
I think I beat you in Super Smash Bros.
No, you didn't. I KO'd you.
I don't think you did.
Do you want to replay? No. So I had 1 life. You were doing good. I had 1 life left, and I killed you, and it said Young Link won, and you were Pac-Man.
I was Pac-Man.
And I won, because on your screen it said second.
So, first question is, who won in air hockey?
You.
And that's the only game that matters.
No. Let's talk about the Papa Shot basketball.
We did talk about Papa Shot.
When I went 8-1. So technically, I am 9-2 in games against you.
So in Papa Shot, this is fun. So we play, and you won. Let's call it like 27-24. So I said, let's go 2 out of 3, and then you won like 31-27. So I said, let's play the 3 out of 5. And then you won like 34. Then you won like 35-21.
I went to 40.
Yeah, and then I kept getting worse, and you kept getting better. I know.
No, you didn't get worse. I just got better.
Eventually, I did squeak by a victory. And my victory, by the way, if I remember, was like 52-51.
No, it went to bonus.
It did.
Yours was 56. Mine was 56. Yours was 57.
Yeah, it was by 1 point, and it was by far like the most I'd scored like in 3 games combined. And I didn't think I was doing badly, but apparently I was doing badly.
No. You can give me credit. I'm just that good.
So, Zach, if we were to kind of design out here, so you mentioned how the 2 floors a little bit different. And yeah, the top floor had, which had the more 80s rific things, had a Pac-Man, had Dig Dug, Centipede, obviously they had Galaga, which everyone should have. They had sneezes. They had
No, they didn't.
They had a Pong game, which was amazing.
That was like, I'm not even sure how that worked.
Yeah, Anthony and I played it. You did not know how it worked.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I tried.
And they had some foosball, and then some other 3D foosballs. Anthony is out here. Welcome, Anthony.
Hi.
And since we're talking about the upstairs,
I heard you were talking about the upstairs, and the best thing on the upstairs and the whole place was by far the Japanese Guitar Hero drum game.
So, or maybe Korean.
It was Korean.
I'm going with Japanese, actually.
It was Korean.
So, okay, so we want to talk about our favorite games now. We all had, like, mine were easy, right? Like, I obviously gravitate towards Dig Dug, and all the 80s stuff, but Galaga, and I loved it. I played a lot of Galaga, and it made me very happy, and I smiled. Anthony, you also love Galaga, and you played a little bit, and that was good, too.
I played 2 games, and I scored higher than you.
I don't think my last game was amazing.
You did not get triple digits on either one.
I did not. You said
did you get triple digits?
You said you didn't.
I got 102,000.
I was at 87,000 and got bored and stopped playing.
Sure.
Anywho, it was my best game like in a long, long time. I was really excited.
I know. I had 5 lives until like 70,000.
Yeah, I was impressed by myself too. So the other games on Galaga not do as good. But so that was and then I played a Star Wars game where I was on an X-wing, which was amazing.
At the bottom. No, my favorite one that I did with you was when we were the soldier things and we got to shoot guns at people.
We were playing Halo.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we played, and then since it was all free play, that was pretty awesome.
We played like all the levels.
Yeah, we played for 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I played the Japanese.
The entire time we were playing Halo, Anthony was playing
the Japanese drumming game, and I played that for like 2 hours straight.
So there was a lot of.
Did you win?
I did actually.
Well, there was a few different drum and music-based games. Anthony, you played them all. Give us a little flavor on all of these games that you played. So, can you name any of them?
No. So I liked my favorite. Obviously, was the Japanese drum kit game, but it was like Guitar Hero, so you had like a full electronic drum kit. But then it had like all these songs you could play on it.
So like 4 drums and a hi-hat and even pedals. Like you were pressing down too.
No. It had pedals, hi-hat, both cymbals. Low toms, high toms, yeah. Yeah,
it was a full impressive kit.
Yeah, and that was really fun. And it was like Guitar Hero, we had to match it up. It was so fun. And they had one that was like a soundboard. We had to match up like the electronic drums. That one was really cool too. I was good at that one.
Then they also had one that was like the Japanese style, like really big drums with the big sticks. Zachary and I played that, and it was awesome. Boom, boom, boom.
It was fun.
But we couldn't figure out how to start it because all the instructions were also in Japanese or Korean.
It was just like. I'm just like.
Well, there's or just like
they were symbols.
Yeah, it was a kanji, and could not figure it out at all how to actually start that game.
What
but
is
eventually
a kanji?
That was the symbols of the language.
Well, you know what they are now, so why don't you know what they mean?
I oddly cannot speak it.
You can't speak kanji?
I can't speak Japanese or Korean.
Kanji.
Anywho, so Anthony's favorite games were that. Zachary, what were some of your favorite games? Don't worry, we'll get back to the Japanese drumming,
Okay,
Anthony.
Thank you.
Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah. So there was a Mario Kart where there was a full kit where you actually got in and drove the Mario Kart, and you and Anthony played for quite a while. I went over and played. I was playing pinball. I was playing Stranger Things pinball, which is amazing.
It was very fun.
So how was Mario Kart?
We played 8 games. I won 5 of the games.
Oh, we did play 8 games. I forgot we did the second round. My bad.
he was all impressive. He was going to start yelling at you, saying you were wrong, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, you're right."
No. We can just do the first game when I beat you 3-1.
He won the very first game. I think we should only count the first game.
Or the last 3.
It's last 2.
It was the last 3. I was 3-1 in the first session.
So Zach, so tell me about the Mario Kart game.
It was so you had like this wheel, right? And then you gotta go like vroom, and you gotta play against your brother, and that was really fun. And then you gotta go vroom, vroom, and the wheel like actually turned, and you were actually driving. And I'm a professional driver. I only ran into a couple people once or twice or 3 times.
And most of those people on St. Mount Square now are okay.
Or 6 or 7 or 8.
All right, yeah, we get it.
But something around that. But I'm a very good driver.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, the Mario Kart game was a lot of fun. Not Japanese drum kit fun, but very fun.
So, Anthony, on a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being an absolute waste of your time, 5 being metaphysical perfection, how would you rate just the Japanese drum kits?
Oh, at least 11.
At least, I think that's accurate. I think that's what you would rate it. I think that you aren't even making that up.
The best part was, I only did like 2 songs too, because I wanted to get them like perfect.
Okay, you didn't tell me that. And that's kind of sad.
You played 2 songs for 2 hours?
It was like an hour.
It might have been 3.
3 songs, not 3 hours.
Both.
All I know is that the entire time we were playing Halo, we played all of the levels of Halo.
No, we played 5.
Yeah. And
you did a basketball.
And we did like 9 games of basketball.
And
yeah.
I saw you guys on the
we were on Stranger Things Pinball too. Stranger Things Pinball.
So that was the other thing. So there was this one was not heavy on the pinball, but they did have like 4 or 8 machines or so. And by far the coolest one was the Stranger Things pinball.
Because at the other place there wasn't like screens, and there was like actually screens, and then it like monitored, and when you did something like you hit into this hole, the thing would drop, and it had a monster, and you had to like hit it in its mouth.
Yeah. So what would happen is you knocked over some of the pawns in front of it in the center of the table, and a screen that has like you've seen Stranger Things, like where all the letters were, drops down, and the Demogorgon pops out from behind it, and you actually then fire the pinballs as you hit them into the Demogorgon, and then the screen on the front actually has a damage counter against it. Wicked cool, so much fun. We played that a lot. Absolutely love the Stranger Things pinball.
Very fun.
And this entire location of Arcade Monsters had a Stranger Things like motif. So it actually had like, you up in the elevator, it's called the Upside Down. A lot of the lettering was in Stranger Things font. Did you find that kind of cool, Anthony? Because you've seen Stranger Things.
I did actually, and a lot of it was Stranger Things, and also really like, well, at least on the bottom floor, like at the very back. So there's no lateral light, and it's all like neon, and all the walls are painted neon, and there's like statues. And it was so like trippy.
Yeah, it was all in black light. That's
Yeah.
it was the motif there. So if night fell, because it was on a circle, so it had the doors open, so it was very bright inside. But I'm sure as night falls, they probably turn on black lights. So everything probably has a day glow to it, kind of like like when you do bowling, they do the day glow bowling or just skating. Very cool. All right, so Anthony, after the drum kits, and then after the drum synthesizer, and then after the other drums, and then after
the electric guitar.
What was your favorite, like, say, game or two?
Okay, so I can't pick any of the drumming ones.
So nothing that was in Japanese or Korean. Like, what after that?
Okay, so I did really like the punching game.
The punching game was fun.
Yeah, it's just like a speed bag, but like obviously not a speed bag, and then you just see how hard you can punch it. That's honestly the one I played the second most behind, or the third most behind the two, the Japanese drumming ones.
And who of the three of us, who punched hardest?
I did pretty good.
That wasn't my question.
I got 790 something.
Which is amazing that someone in this room actually scored higher.
Yeah.
Zachary, what about you? What are your 2 or 3 favorite games? You've already mentioned Mario Kart, and they had like some consoles where they had like things like Super Smash Bros. What else?
Mario Kart, Stranger Things Pinball,
and that was so good.
It was. And then the punching bag. And I did pretty good. I got a 500 something.
You did. You almost like 6. I think like 575 or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was good.
So I guess
you got like 820, which is insane.
it was pretty insane. I thoroughly did. Stranger Things Pinball made my favorite of the games I hadn't played. The Pong game was kind of weird. It's almost like a magnets or something.
I did really like the Pong game. Oh, and me and Zach played like a hockey one that was really cool too.
Yeah, it was like that was like a foosball hockey table.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Like, but not like foosball where you like just the players were hockey, but they got a hockey arena set up and you can actually move the players up and down the ice a little bit.
And they all swiveled too.
Yeah, almost like in the movie Big where he's like describing how that should have worked is what it does.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was kind of cool. So, that was neat. Like I said, for me, I really liked the Stranger Things Pinball, and that Star Wars game was pretty awesome. I played a couple rounds. I was able to, I played on Yavin to destroy the Death Star. I was on Hoth and tried to help the Rebel ships get off. Now here's something, Zachary. When I started playing the Star Wars game, you're like, hey, cool, Dad, have fun.
Yeah.
However, somebody else in this room basically said that I was going to, destroy the rebellion because I sucked. I believe you said, don't play that, Dad. You will destroy everyone. You suck.
I did not say that.
I read into the body language.
I did not body language that.
So get this, Zachary. He thought I was going to do bad.
Well, he had a valid point, but...
What?
Well, no, because
Dude. Okay, so I've seen you play anything on my PlayStation, man. No offense, but
But this had one button. It's much easier. Your PlayStation had 40 buttons.
I thought it had more than one button.
2 controllers, 1 button. So easy.
I thought it had more than one button.
I mean, 2 controllers was twice as hard as I would like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad, I never said... But I'm just said he had a good point to think why, but it's Star Wars. It's not like you're going to do bad.
Exactly. The Force was with me.
Exactly.
Have you seen him play Star Wars Battlefront?
No.
I found the hidden jumpy thing.
No, you ran out of the canyon, and it said get back in the canyon, and you couldn't get back in the canyon, and then you died, and then you gave the controller to me.
I've heard it both ways. So, all right. So, we've talked about, so again, now, so real quick about Arcade Monsters specifically. Again, we said there's a grill and bar. We got the free lunch. Anthony and I, we got cheesesteaks. They were kind of fantastic.
Yeah, quite yummy.
Yeah. The food was really good. Zachary, you mentioned your absolutely massive chicken fingers. They were practically whole chickens, not just the fingers.
Yep.
I mean, it was huge.
They were ginormous.
And then they had other things. You get beer or Cokes. Okay. Everything was pretty reasonably priced, with the exception of the fact that a can of Coke was $2.50, and that I wanted to hurt someone.
I mean, honestly, unfortunately, it should be cheaper.
A can, not even a fountain glass.
I mean, it's kind of what the price is these days, man.
It is not. It is not.
A can is more expensive than the fountain drinks.
Yeah, it was a lot more. But I got over it, and I was okay.
No. Not like that, because the fountain drinks are more expensive, but to make, the cans are more expensive.
Very much so.
Like a lot.
But I got over it, and I was okay.
And they taste better.
Beyond that, the food, other food looked good. Anything else you want to say about this place, besides that you would like to have a Japanese drum kit, apparently, in our room, or our home?
The fact that we don't is kind of sad, really.
Well, maybe you should save up some money. Do you think you could buy that game?
Let me look it up.
And also, see if we can fit the Stranger Things Pinball, because that's what Zach and I want.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, how cool would that be?
Christmas.
All right, so Arcade Monsters, if you want to get rid of that Stranger Things Pinball game and give it to us, we will take it.
Yeah, no, we'll have, videos of just, us playing it.
Will they put it on their YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Solid. Okay, Zachary, what were your favorite games after the ones you've mentioned? Anything else you have to highlight or mention?
I love Super Smash Bros. So that was already, and I like the controller better instead of the Joy-Cons on the Switch. So it was really fun.
It was a good controller on that, yeah. Because they had in many places they had an NES. Actually, they had an NES at one point.
It had when we were up in that second room lot because someone. And
Anthony was playing all the Japanese drum games.
Yeah, so I had to go up there, and we were playing. So I played Mario Bros. Free.
Yeah, that was up there. Street Fighter 2 was up there.
Oh,
Mortal Kombat 2.
You destroyed me in Street Fighter.
No, that was Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat!
And he still destroyed me.
I did. Now, again, in fairness, there was a summer when I worked at this movie theater where I legitimately, over the course of a summer, may have logged close to 1,000 hours of MK2.
Really?
And
Yes.
that is really sad.
Yeah, like there were times that we'd close the theater and we would stay there and just keep playing because we had like access to the machine. There was actually one time where like we used to have police officers that came to the theater as like security, and me and this one guy stayed there all night playing. And at 7 a.m. they were like leaving for their security patrol, saw the lights on in the theater and thought we were like being held hostage and came to make sure we were okay. And it was just me and this one guy sitting there playing Mortal Kombat all night.
Did you win?
Me and this other guy, we would trade off games pretty a lot. I think he may have won that night. I'm not going to lie, but we were trying to beat like the big boss at the end, and we did not succeed.
You should have played longer.
We should. Lane, there you go. We should have played longer. All right, Anthony, anything else you want to say here about Arcade Monsters?
I want to play the Japanese drumming game again.
Well, maybe we can go back for your birthday.
No, my
Yay!
Okay, Zach, anything
We're going for my birthday.
I think we might. Anything else you want to say about Arcade Monsters?
You should go.
All right, everyone, you should go. All right, everyone. We're going to leave. Talk to y'all later. Go to Arcade Monsters or just go to an arcade in general if there's not one in your town. We're going to see y'all next week. Until then, don't just be awesome.
Be bodaciously awesome.
And we'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye!
I'm pretty sure I won in the basketball game, though.
No.